What's up, cereal bowls? It's your favorite crazy cereal, InsaneAppleJackz, here once again with the Atomic Game Squad. How are you all doing? Because I'm doing super duper chill, and I hope you're doing the same, because today we're back to play some more children's card games, and today we're playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! And for this video, I'm doing one match only, but today I thought I'd change it up and do some handicapping. Today I'm getting handicapped, and in this match, I'm playing me some shaddolls, and I'm going against the team of ATK and Shun's some random dude that we met on Yugioh, but it was a fun match. ATK's using some Zerfas and Shun's using some raid raptors, so this should be an interesting match, and then let's just jump in and have some fun. If you're down to see some UA matches, hit the thumbs up and like this video. And to start us off, I sit up here and I set me some D prison, and I set that Squamata so I can get his flip effect off and we pass turn. But over on the other side, ATK starts us off strong by setting up his pendulum scale, getting out that 1 and getting out that 7 so he can put out his Zefra Yang Zing, his Zefra Shaddoll, and his Zefra Yang Zing. Of course, because 2 Yang Zings, right bruh? Now I can't tell you exactly how this works, even though I've played against Zefra so much. I don't know that whole effect, but I know he popped back and added a card to his hand. Now he synchro summoned for the Yang Zing, which basically says for every attribute used in my summon, pop a card back to the deck. So hey, bye Squamata. So I take 19 directly, but when he attacks with that 23, since I didn't know what it did, I was like, D prison, we're not taking it anymore. I started off with a shaddoll fusion, get a Gestalt out there. I might be fucking up that name, but hey, right? MST to field spell, so he can't get any more pluses off special summons, but he gets that special summon anyways off me destroying his card. Now we get to the Raid Raptor player, and the Raid Raptor says, let's gain attack and defense for all other winged beasts out there. So I say, nah, use Gestalt's effect, which basically says, discard a shaddoll and, you know, just negate the special summon. So bye. Get the Falco back, and we get back to my turn when I activate a field spell. And I punch in just something simple. But the field spell essentially says, for every shaddoll sent to the graveyard, add a counter to it. And once you get to 3, hey, use your opponent's field for fusions. Now, back on his field, he's pendulum summoning the cards I destroyed earlier. He pops back again to sit up here, and I'm not even going to lie to you. Let's just say he attacks my Falco. The Falco adds the Hedgehog to the field face down. The Hedgehog gets flipped, and I get a Shaddoll Fusion, which is being played right now to give me that magical construct out there. I use her effect to send off a beast, get that extra draw, get that Falco out there, and yeah, it's just all so lovely how this part comes together. Okay, so just to show you if you weren't seeing that at first, I think the chain was the Falco and the Evailer to get the construct out there, and then off the construct's effect I sent the beast. My bad for that. Got a little tongue twisted, but hey, in addition to that, the construct punches in, we get rid of his little 26, and then at the same time we punch another card. The Raid Raptor player just isn't getting it, so I say no once again to his play and get rid of my own card. Squamata gets rid of beast, and once again have another card in my hand. Flipping Falco up, and we get a beast face down just for shits and gigs, and I mind control to take possession of his card, and we go for Armides off the synchro of Falco and his monster. Now, just some trolly stuff to get beast, just to get some draws. I used beast as synchro bait and got my Earth Shinuka out there. Going into ATK's turn, he activates the field spell. He uses his pendulums to get the pendulum goodness off. Gestalt says, nah, no special summon. So it negates both of the pendulums, but he still finds a way to get magical field out there. And magical field basically says, we're gonna get punched, but we're not gonna get punched as hard. But it was beautiful. So essentially he activates the counter trap, and I'm not gonna lie to you and play like I know what it does right now, so let's read over it right now. So essentially for every Zefra card that he has on top of the extra deck, he gets a different effect. So at 3, give everyone 100 for each of them faced up, 5, so on, so on. Essentially, at its max, it becomes super BS-ery because it says, let's send back all your cards to the deck. No love. Now the Raid Raptor player sits up here and he goes for something. I'm not gonna lie to you. I phased out because I was like, let's sit up here and send our own cards, but he gets big enough because of that Zerfa trap, and it's like, well, now I'm strong enough to punch your life in. And he gets rid of Crystal so he can finally make plays, but I say Wendigo, and Wendigo say hello. He gets rid of his trap card in the graveyard to make sure they don't take any damage, and at 2250 they're standing strong. Pendulum Zone back up again with 1 and 7, and it's just sitting there like, Pendulum ing out, and they just build a field instantly. But I at least negated one of their cards and said goodbye. Now with that back row and all that Pendulum support out there on that field, it's still a little hard for me to get through, so I don't get to beat them in that turn, and still a 2250. Now, that was odd enough because I just realized this in the replay. We both have 50 at the end, and I'm kind of wondering when that happened, but funny, right? No? Okay. At this point, I just drew into Mirror Force, and that wasn't too useful, but hey, I have to go through another one of those fun battle damage negations, so we're going through a wash and repeat of pendulums popping on the field, me trying to destroy them, and essentially get this last 22 in. And at this point, I really get desperate, so I think, hold on. Now, let me pause right here, just in case anybody's unfamiliar with the field spell I was talking about earlier. When I was saying send a shaddoll to the grave, it doesn't just have to be your shaddolls. If any shaddolls are sent to the grave, you get the counters. So, if your opponent does it, hey, counters. But essentially that field gets destroyed this turn, and they question each other, and Sean's like, should I let it hit? He lets it hit, and they get down to 50, and it gets to the point that I'm like, alright, if I could just push them. So I switch all of my field except for Shinaka to attack because 3,000 defense, right? 3,000 defense. They special summon out the Maniac of Fields out of nowhere with magical bultisserie. I use Effect Veiler so he can't add any more cards, and we basically go on a punching spree. With Shinaka in attack, we get rid of the full field, so guarantees are that they're not going to be able to make it because Sean only had 3 of the pendulums on top of his deck, whereas ATK had a full pendulum deck. So at this rate, it was easy pickings to take out Sean. Now, that back row was concerning at first, so I don't really know how to explain why I did what I did, but I wanted to change that Shinaka back to defense, knowing that if it was anything important, it would have been gone by now. But it was a good match altogether, and I think if Sean would have actually been able to get his plays off with his Raid Raptors, it would have been a whole different handicap, but it was still a good game. So I'll catch you all at the end of the books.
And we are back at the end of the box after another super duper amazing video. Thank you all for watching this video. Big thumbs up for everybody that watched this video. Super duper big thumbs up to everybody that watched this video all the way through. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, as well as if you want to see some footage of some UA play. So Ultimate Athlete, the deck, if you're not familiar. To everybody that wants to check out some of my other social medias and stuff and keep in contact when I'm not actually making videos, go up here and check the description down below. That'll lead you to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and a bunch of other stuff. Trying to do it all in one breath. That's not a good idea. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. Sit up here, hit the subscribe button if you did enjoy yourself, and become a part of the Cereal Bowl Nation, the greatest nation on the internet. If you ain't know, now you know. And with all that being said, I just want to say thank you one more time, and I think that's it. So, much, much, much. Peace out, and that's a wrap.